Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Letty. This is Letty Sparkle. Hi and welcome. I'm a crazy makeup person from England. I live in Bournemouth and I love all things makeup. So if you love makeup too, consider subscribing to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss what I'm posting. Today's video, as you can see, is a pretty colourful one. I am using for the first time the Morphe 39s Such a Gem palette. This was gifted to me by my friend Carly. I absolutely love it. It is gorgeous. And I created this look with it here. It's something a little bit different from me. I don't normally do this sort of spot, I don't even know what it's called, like a spotlight type of effect, I'm not really sure. Or it's not really a halo eye, but more like a spotlight effect. I really like it. I think it looks really nice. And if you want to see my thoughts on the palette, what shades I used and everything like that, and how I created this look, then please just keep on watching. Thank you. So in today's video, as you know by the title already, I'm going to be playing with the Morphe Such a Gem palette, which is the 39s palette. Now this is quite an old palette, came out in the last year and a half or so. It's a gorgeous palette and my friend Carly got it for me and it's just arrived. And look how beautiful it is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I'm going to swatch it all. If I've got enough time I will swatch it all, but I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube with swatches if I don't have time, so I've got to do the school run. So, and I don't know how colourful I'm going to go, so I kind of need to have enough time to take it all off if I need to remove the makeup before school run. So I have to do 2 different school runs now, as Elsie and Cody are in different schools. So all very exciting. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like purple vibes, so I'm just going to bring you a bit closer. Oh, or a lot closer. I'm just going to move so I am directly in front of you. Okay, so got my colour switch out, got some things, and let me just have a quick look. I haven't done like a purpley look in a hot minute. I don't really know what to do. I'm going to go into this shade here. I mean, these have no names, so I don't know what they're called. So this shade here, and I'm going to take that in, oh, let me just blend that out. I'm just going to take that in the outer. It is quite pigmented. Oh, this looks really white. I'm going to try and do like some sort of a halo eye. I'm not really used to doing like halo eyes. I think I need a smaller brush. Just a packing brush from Profusion. Just going to pop that, that's better, in the inner corner. Like so. I never do like this sort of eye shape, so it's pigmented. I don't have a lot of Morphe palettes, I have a couple. And the ones that I have are good. Like I have the James Charles palette. I don't really like using it because he's a bit controversial. But I had to have it obviously because I have no self-control. And to be fair, I think I bought it during the first lockdown and I bought it for like £20, so it wasn't that bad. So I'm just going to place a colour. It's going to look messy for a minute and then it will kind of like come together. So have faith. And then going to go in with, this is a Jaclyn Hill x Morphe brush JH40. And I'm going to go into this shade here, this one there. And I'm going to use this one to blend out that one, like up here. I'm not very like brave or like creative when it comes to like mixing colours together. So this palette for me is pretty good because it kind of gives me the purples, gives me the pinks. So I can do stuff with that. I always worry that the colours I'm going to mix together aren't going to like be okay and stuff, so and that's blended out really quite nicely actually. Just going to blend it out a bit more, and then I'm going to go in with this shade here. Oh, I've just gone into it like that bronzy one, this pinky shade here. Same brush, and I'm going to take that just above that pink, so just above, to kind of make it a bit pinkier. Like so. I have to stop saying like so. When I'm editing, I'm always like, stop saying this, stop saying that. And just to kind of make it a bit pinkier. I'm gonna go back in with that other shade that I used to blend it out with and just kind of bring it a bit higher. Kind of keep blending them out. Go back into that light pink and again reapply that. I'm trying to not go into like a V because that's what I always do. Just trying something a little different. And then go back into that light pink and kind of bring it into the inner corner a little bit. Like so. That's kind of how it's looking so far. I quite like how that looks at the moment. I'm just going to go into that deeper purple that we used originally and just kind of reapply that to kind of bring that colour back a little bit. So I kind of think that we've lost that colour a little bit where we've been blending out the other two shades. So basically layering just to kind of get a more colourful look. Then with this big fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend that out slightly into the upper bit that we have already like done. That's how that's looking so far. I really like how the colours on this are really vibrant. I think it looks really nice. I'm just going to go into the middle shade. I saw this one here, that one there, which is like a jewel chrome. It's like, it's not very pigmented though. It's like a real jewel chrome sort of shade. So I might put that in the middle. Okay, so yeah, so I don't know how far I got. So I think I'm going to use this shade in the middle, and then I might use, let me just swatch some. So either this one's very similar to be fair. The shimmers aren't swatching, like they're not coming off that great. The one I wanted to use is this one. Okay, I'm definitely going to use that one that I showed you. And then I reckon I'll blend that out with these two. I think that's probably what I'll do. So for that, I'm going to go in with, I think I need like a flat brush, and I think I might need to wet it because of the way they felt. I'm not convinced they're going to come out that great. So I've got like a flat brush. I'm going to go into that purple shade first. Shall I cut it? Yeah, I'm going to cut the crease, which is a great idea. Cut the crease first. I could cut it with like a purple, but I think I'm going to do it with a blank canvas so I can see the pigment of these. So I'm going to go in with this one, and I'm going to go in with a cut crease brush from the Acid Rain Mitchell collection as well. So I'm just going to go in the middle of my eyelid like this, and I'm going to look up so I know how far I need to go. So that kind of gives me a base of where I need to kind of go with this. Okay, that's pretty much all I'm going to do. Because I think I'm going to, I'm not sure now. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to go in with that shade I was going to use originally. Yeah, it's not picking anything up. Even I'm going to have to wet it. Just going to use some primer water. Even wetting it, it doesn't really do anything. Okay, if I wet it quite hard, it does then try to come off. So I'm just going to go back in with my finger. Just going to go in with this finger on this side. What I'm doing is I'm taking like a darker purple shimmer. I'm going in the, it's just I'm not really used to doing this sort of like eye shape on me. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the purple that we actually used to blend out that deep purple on here in the middle. And then I'm going to go back in again with that original shimmer that I was trying to use, because it's like jewel chrome, to see if that kind of, okay, that doesn't look horrendous. Like so, I think. I don't even know what I've done, but this is kind of how it's kind of looking. So It's looking alright, I suppose. So I'm just going to go back in with this. So the colours I've used are this dark shimmer there, mixed in with a little bit of this shade, and then a little bit of that shade. And that's pretty much what I've done. I really like how that looks. I think it looks really, really pretty. Completely different from what I normally do, because this sort of shape I'm not very confident with, to be honest. But I don't think it looks that bad. I think it looks quite nice. I'm just going to see what other shades we've got here. Yeah, the shimmers aren't the best quality shimmers I've ever used. They're a little bit, I think they just need to be like worked in. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a very small blending brush, something like this one here. This is an MSQ one, it hasn't got a name. But I'm going to go into this very deep purple, that one there. I'm just going to put a little bit in the outer edge, like this. And a little bit on this side, just to deepen up those bits there. And the same in the inner corner. Like, I'm literally going in the inner corner. Okay, so for the under eyes, I'm going to do the same thing basically. I'm going to start with this one actually and go straight into that darker purple and kind of put that directly underneath here to kind of join these together. And again, this one in the inner corner here. Then going to go in with the purple we used before and just kind of blend that. And then with the same brush, going to go into that lighter purple and again blend that out. And then go into that pink and again just bring that pink into it. So we can then start blending them like together. I'll probably go and clean this a little bit up with a bit of concealer, to be fair, because it kind of looks like I've got two panda eyes at the moment. And then I'm going to go in with like this little dense brush into that shimmer and just try and get some of the pigment like under my eye. Once you get the pigment from the shimmer, it is beautiful. Okie dokie, I'm going to go and kind of clean this up a little bit. Just using a little bit of like foundation and stuff. And I'll be right back with like lashes and final thoughts on the palette. Okay, so I'm all done. I just added some gloss to my lips and I added a couple of like little gems on my inner corner. I just think it kind of breaks up the look a little bit and it looks quite pretty. And yeah, this is the final look. So I've not really done anything else to the eyes. I just added obviously some lashes. And that's about it. So I really like how it's turned out. I really like how the purples worked with this palette. It is a gorgeous palette. The quality is quite good. The shimmers are a little bit tricky to work with, but I don't know if it's just because they've been hard pressed. But I will keep playing with it obviously and do maybe another look with all the like pinks and stuff. But as I haven't done a purple look in a while, I thought I'd do purple instead today. But I really like the look. So the first sort of like, I don't know if it's called Spotlight or something, I'm not really sure this is look, but this is the first sort of look like this that I've tried to do with my eye shape. I get a bit nervous. I'm quite comfortable with my cut creases, so if I try anything different I get a little bit nervous, but I really like how it turned out. I think it does look really pretty. The mattes work beautifully in this palette, it blends so easily. Like I said, the shimmers are a little bit tricky to work with and the pigment wasn't there, but I think if you kind of top them up, maybe use like a P. Louise coloured base and then top it up with them shimmers, it would look really beautiful. So I probably will try that next time, but I really love how the look turned out. I think it does look really pretty and very effective. And yeah, I'm ready to go party now on a Monday afternoon. It's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So yes, I really like this palette. just want to say a massive thank you again to Carly for getting it for me. You're a star. I have wanted it for quite some time and I now have it, so I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for getting it for me. You're an absolute legend. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Thank you, bye bye.